Hey guys, this is Ritter SC2 bringing you another 1v1 game. This was sent in by Ice. It's a 1v1 on Xel'Naga Caverns. Ice is the red Protoss spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. And his opponent is Jackal, spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Now this map is probably one of the more balanced maps in the map pool. It's a great map and it's used quite frequently for a good reason, because it's not a super short rush distance, so you don't have to worry about too much cheesiness happening. And it's a Protoss versus Protoss. I know I already casted one, but just bear with me, guys. You'll see why I casted this one in a little bit. I sent in a replay pack, so you might expect to see some of him in the future. He's pretty interested in having his videos help people, so hopefully that can work out. But Ice is scouting a little bit early. I guess he's a little nervous about Jackal here. But usually on a two-player map, you want to scout after after throwing down your gateway, if you're a Protoss player. If it's on a four-player map, you want to maybe scout after throwing down your pylon. That just, you know, on a four-player map, there's a lot more distance to cover, and you have to actually find your opponent before you can scout them. So, but as it is, he's, you know, they're both pretty even. You know, it's an early game. Little probe tag going on here. Always interesting to watch. But wait a second. Jackal just threw down a forge, so that definitely means something's up, because he's not intending to forge expand, or he would have thrown down the forge first. And we'll see how Ice responds to this. But here comes Jackal, sent down another probe. So, oh hey, overlay. There we go. Makes things a lot easier. Looks a lot better. But probe, what are you doing? Why you hiding back here? What do you got planned? Let's see. Here he comes. Here he comes. And Ice is sending out the scout. Oh man. And there we go. Threw down the pylon. I'm guessing we're going to see a cannon rush with a zealot. A little interesting. A little bit later than most cannon rushes hit. But if Ice doesn't scout it, or he doesn't react properly, then it could be pretty successful. And let's see. Does he see it? Yep. At this point he sees it. So immediately when you scout cannons outside your base, the first thing you want to do is throw down a forge. You immediately want, because if you place cannons that are in the range of his cannons that are still building, and your cannons finish before his, it cancels out the cannon rush entirely. You cannot continue a cannon rush if your opponent throws down cannons. So what he should have done is cancel these gateways, or even not cancel the gateways and just throw down a forge, and just immediately built cannons right here, and then just, you know, kept on building units, because that's going to be the only way. He's invested a lot of minerals in these cannons and the pylons, and if you can manage to drop down your own cannons, it can end it before it even starts. But at this point, it's a little bit too late. Jackal's probe is inside, dropping down more cannons. Our poor viewer, Ice, trying to chrono boost out warp gate research, building Stalker, building his Zealot. He's trying futilely to fight off these cannons, but anytime he gets within range, his units are just going to get mangled. And both players microing pretty heavily. But at this point, Jackal's kind of got this in the bag. But scouting is always going to be key. If you scout that cannon rush, you want to drop down that forge ASAP and counter it with your own cannons. But Jackal just sending in zealots, fighting off these stalkers. More cannons coming in. Zealot wailing away on this gateway. Yeah. That was... It's always a shame to see when she succeeds. But, Ice is doing his best to fight it off with limited resources. Without that forge, these probes trying to destroy the pylons. But I think it's going to be it. But yeah, patch day, guys. I did a lot of interesting changes to Protoss, so if you wouldn't mind, let me know what you think about the new patch. See what the new changes happen. And be sure to tune in for more videos. I'll be casting some more today, and thank you guys. I'll talk to you later.